Hello everyone, I'm Jack Fisher and welcome to my world. Today I'm going to do a little something different. Please bear with me, this is the first time I've ever done something like this. But I'm going to try to share some Marvel Strike Force strategies for the first time. Now I know I've posted a lot of videos of me playing Marvel Strike Force. In those cases I didn't say anything, I just would let the screen record, let the sound effects and music play in the background and just kind of do my thing. But for this particular video, since I'm going to be sharing some strategies, I do think walking through it with my will be a little more helpful. So again, I might stutter a bit. This isn't I'm not reading from a script or anything. I'm just trying to share some general strategies that I hope will help other players. Now, I'm currently in an alliance that's running Doom 3 at difficulty 4. So far, one of the most challenging parts of this raid is BioNode 2. I'm sure don't need to tell anyone that this has been one of the most frustrating nodes of Doom 3 since it came out. Even if you have a high-level web wars, and my web wars are over 1 million, it's still almost impossible to one-shot it. It can be done. I actually have done it a few times, but it's very hard. You need to get a lot of luck with RNG, and you just can't rely on that, especially if you want to save your raid energy and save your cores. And given all the events recently that have encouraged the spending of cores, that is something if you can save them, every little bit helps. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share with you the strategy I've kind of adopted. It's a strategy that is useful, especially if you have all your Gamma team built up. Now, before I show you, let me just show you where I am at the moment. My TCP right now is somewhere around 27 million. I'm almost at 28 million. And I'm not a huge spender, but I usually just spend mostly on the new characters. But for the most part, I do always emphasize upgrading some of the newer characters. So so that means when Web Warriors came out, I upgraded them. When Gamma came out, I upgraded them. First, let me show you where my Web Warriors are at the moment. As you can see, my TCP is over 1 million. I got them all at Gear 16 right now. Don't think I'll be taking anyone to Gear 17, but I've got almost all the T4s on them, and they still have a hard time one-shotting BioNode 2. It's like, I'm pretty sure, like, when the devs made BioNode 2, they made it specifically to counter the Web Warriors. So the strategy that many have been testing out, I know I'm not the only one, is to see if Gamma can either one-shot the node or at least clear it. Now, in my experience, Gamma has been able to put a pretty significant dent in it, and it didn't always work, but since I've leveled my Gamma up considerably, as you can see right now, my Gamma they're all at level 90. I have Hulk has all the T4s done. I have Red Hulk, definitely, again, all the T4s done. Now for Brawn, She-Hulk, and Abomination, actually initially did not have any T4s on any of them because I was hoarding them at the time, mostly for Red Hulk. But since I started testing this strategy, I have added some T4s. I've added the passive for She-Hulk because that has a little healing in it. I've added the ultimate and the passive for Abomination, again because the reason I need the passive is there's some healing here, and I learned when I started testing this out, healing is critical. And in terms of for the ultimate, stun is also critical for reasons I'll share once I get into the node. The only one I don't have any T4s on at the moment is Brawn. That's mostly because I'm kind of trying to conserve it a little. But I am considering maybe doing his ultimate, since that has some healing and has some immunity to it. But for the sake of people who might not have them as built as I do, I'm just going to go into the node, show you how I use Gamma to soften it up. Now, my strategy, now you can't just go in and just hit any random character. There is sort of a sequence you have to. There are characters you do have to focus on beforehand if you want to really take this node down. So I'm going to show you right now. Let me just bring up my Gamma. And for positioning, you'll see I have them the same as I do with my war, as I do on war offense. I have Red Hulk close to both OG Hulk and She Hulk, because when they get taunts, if you can get the characters hitting Red Hulk, then he'll get his charges up and you'll be able to do his ultimate. That's key. So let me show you what I do first, and we'll get right into this. Again, I was able to do this with my gamma slightly down, like when they were around 875. I was able to most of the time make it at least weaken the node. The key here is you want to make sure you at least get Phoenix down. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, the first step you want to do is reduce their speed bar by targeting Nebula. And the second, you definitely want to stun Beast. That's why you have the ultimate upgraded here on Abomination. And you don't use these yet, because the next person you want to target is Jubilee. Make sure she has her offense down, and then Psylocke is the next person you want to send. Now, I used to try to stun Jubilee, but in my experience, Jubilee is just either Beast or Psylocke will hear her. So. Sorry, this sounds a little loud, but again, it's my first time trying to do this. I'll adjust next time here. Okay, it's okay if they hit Red Hulk because it means they're going to get some charges. All right. Okay. This isn't going as well as I'd hoped, but... That's why I saved the ultimate for the Brian. Healing does help. Here we come. Here we go. All right, at this point, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, that battle went as badly as it could have gone, but at the same time, I still was able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. The goal was to always just to get Phoenix down, make sure that the node is just more manageable for your web warriors. So, again, I didn't really have to do much other than just wait for Red Hulk to do his ultimate, and from there you just got to go through Beast, got to go through Jubilee and Psylocke, and then ultimately Phoenix. Once you get past Phoenix, the rest of the node you can clean it up with ease with the web warriors. So I'll show you how to do that right now. Again, this is where my web warriors are at. I only recently got Scarlet Spider to 7 stars, so I was able to do this even before that, so here we go. Always keep the disrupt on Colossus. That's important. I'm going to spread this. And this fight's pretty much over already. At this point, I just want to start preserving energy for the boss node. So I can just pretty much basic from here. And there you go. Easy cleanup. So yeah, that's how I do it. Now usually when I go in with Gamma, I will try to get some hope for some better RNG, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that it went as badly as it did, because that way it shows that even when you get bad RNG, your Gamma team can still wear that node down to the point where you can take out Phoenix. If you can take out Phoenix, it's an easy cleanup for your web warriors. You'll save cores, you'll save raid energy. It's definitely it's a strategy I'm sure can work at lower difficulties, but at this difficulty, it's become a really solid strategy for me with Node 2. So I hope this helps other players. I hope you all enjoyed this. So thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, take care and stay safe, everyone.